Markets still down, still subdued, and the Naira not really moving beyond the 152 level.
Hello, Lerato. Yes, well, on the stock market side, the bears just managed to win today because we have just a very slight, markets are down just very slightly. We have about the same number of advances as we have in declines in terms of number of stocks, but yes, we're still seeing a bear run, which is what we've had for most of this week. As for the dollar levels have been a slight depreciation, very marginal. Once again, we have a lot of convergence between what we have in the interbank markets and what we have with the central bank. There's been some level of decline at the official markets, the auction, the weekly auctions. We had 16 kobo on Monday and 15 kobo today, with a slight excess of demand over supply, but nothing too serious.
Talk to us about the bond market and the fact that, you know, at the half-year mark, we're being told that the Debt Management Office has not raised as much money in this period as it did in the corresponding period of 2010, raising somewhere in the region of 396 billion naira this year, which is 18% lower than what we saw last year. And yet this is the period where we've seen so many reforms, so many efforts to increase capital inflows. What's not working in their favor?
Well, what we've seen a bit more of this year, Lerato, is the fact that treasury bills have become very attractive and we have had increased volumes. I would think, I don't have the exact numbers, but I think some of the slack has been taken up in the T-bill market. We've had a lot of extra auctions, especially in the last 3 weeks. There's been a lot of liquidity in the system. So apart from the regular scheduled auctions for treasury bills that we normally have, we've had maybe one extra one a week in the last 3 to 4 weeks. So government has raised quite a lot of funding through that. And there's been a lot of excitement because of the change. Like you said, there have been a lot of reforms this year. And because of those changes, there's been a lot of excitement at the shorter end of the curve. So treasury bills are generally oversubscribed. Every auction we've had, maybe in the last 4 months, has had a 2 times cover ratio in terms of what people have bidded for against what has been sold. And at the bond auctions, there's been a take-up as well. Apart from a few, maybe earlier in the year, some of the 20-year bonds might not have been fully subscribed, but otherwise, the 3 to 5 years, there's been a lot of interest.